black thing go from left to right, and I thought, I'm going to die out here. No one's ever going to know.
And I couldn't believe what my eyeballs were showing me. I'll never forget how evil the eyes were. It was horrible. I mean, I've never seen nothing that evil.
It ran towards me at a rate that I can't even explain. Turned and stared at me, and this look of, I just want to kill you. I want to say it was human, but it wasn't.
He was yelling at me to grab a gun, grab a gun. I was like, for what? He said, just grab a gun. And there's footprints all the way to the door of my house. It had went inside my garage all the way to the door.
911, what are you reporting?
Jesus Christ, you better...
Sir?
See ya!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh.
You're listening to Sasquatch Chronicles. Check us out online at sasquatchchronicles.com. If you've had an encounter, email me. My email address is wes@sasquatchchronicles.com. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. Got a great show planned for you tonight. Going to be bringing Taylor back on. You guys remember him from the LBL encounter that he had with him and his girlfriend. And also Greg. Greg is a hunter, and he had a very strange experience while he was out hunting. So it should be a great show tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I hope wherever you are at, it's nice and warm. I have a hard time complaining about how we got snow and ice here in Washington State, but I'm telling you, it's cold. It's been real cold. We had a major windstorm come through yesterday, and they were talking about snow and ice and all this other stuff. The wind was coming through, power was in and out, internet was up and down. It's been kind of an interesting last couple of days, but finally got a nice dusting of snow here in Washington State, so it's really nice. Got a little fire going, so I hope wherever you're at, it's nice and warm. Thank you again for being here tonight. If you've had an encounter and you'd like to be on the show, shoot me an email. My email address is wes@sasquatchchronicles.com. And if you're looking for a Christmas gift, check out sasquatchchronicles.com. There at the top under shop, get your loved one a sweatshirt, a shirt, a beanie, some really cool stuff up in there. I know we're running out of some items up in the store, and I'm looking to see if we're going to replenish those or what's going on with that. But a lot of it's sold out. Thank you guys so much for your support, and thank you again for being here tonight. Let's jump into it tonight. I want to welcome back Taylor. And again, if you guys don't remember his encounter, he had an encounter in the LBL, him and his girlfriend. Pretty terrifying encounter, really. His daughter-in-law was actually hit with a rock. And we'll get into all of that and talk with Taylor and find out why he's back out looking for the creature. Taylor, welcome back to the show. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, doing pretty good. I know before we went on air, I was just telling you that we have a major storm coming in, and my internet's down, everything's down. I had to kind of jimmy rig the whole system, had to do a MacGyver on it to to get you in the through the studio. But on a serious note, I wanted to kind of start off and talk about your daughter-in-law and what happened to her. And for most people who don't remember Taylor, he had the encounter off LBL, and then you found a place. And I don't want you to give away the location, but you found a place out there in Illinois. Was it Illinois?
No, it's Indiana.
Indiana. A place out there in Indiana where you've been having a lot of different encounters, and it sounds like a great place to go in and investigate. And you and your boy and his wife have been going up there. Do you mind walking into the story? What happened to your daughter-in-law?
Not at all. I know after my first encounter that I had, and I was thinking we need to kill them all and everything like that, but I had a friend help me get through the stress of all that. Nick Mancy, he helped me a lot. I mean, he got these exercises and stuff. But anyway, we went back to the LBL a couple times, and I found out about this spot in Indiana. And we've been going a couple times a week. I'm not kidding. It's consumed my whole life. It's ate my brain up. But we're having a lot of good time spending it with each other and family and stuff like that. I mean, my family goes with me. My son's 28 and his wife's 26. We was down there Tuesday last week. I told him, I said, when we was leaving, I was like, man, I don't know if we should come back here because everything was feeling different. Usually it's kind of inviting down there. I don't know how to explain that. But they follow you in with rock clacks and stuff like that. And we was doing some wrong stuff. We was taking them food and stuff like that. But it was getting them to come at us. And then Tuesday when we're rolling up camp, I told him, I said, hey, man, I think we should probably lay off here because I'm getting a weird feeling. And he's like, yeah, me too. Well, he decided to go down there on Thursday, him and his girlfriend, and they was down there on Thursday. And he said from the time he got there, man, he just had an eerie feeling. It didn't feel like the same place, you know, and he could almost tell he wasn't wanted. He started to pull up and leave right away, and he said, Holly was like, no, let's just hang out for a little bit, see what happens. Well, it started getting dark, man, and they started getting rocks thrown at him. I mean, like crazy. He said they were throwing rocks at the campfire trying to put the fire out and throwing them all around the tent. Him and her got real scared and they got inside the tent, maybe hoping they would leave them alone if they laid down in there and tried to go to sleep or something. They'd just go away. Well, they started doing run-bys by the tent. One actually jumped over his tent. He said you could see the silhouette of it going over the tent. And then they just kept up the rock throwing. And he said he got out of his tent and it got real bad, where they was just vocalizing like crazy. He was scared to death, totally surrounded. And nothing's ever happened like this down there either. Never had one rock thrown at us. A lot of rock clacking and stuff like that. You hardly ever hear any wood knocks there. That's one thing I can say, they don't wood knock. And they vocalize a lot down there. He said he got so scared he didn't know what to do. So he got out and just fired his gun into the ground. And that quieted down for a while. And he said, I just said aloud, Dad, hey, I'm leaving. As soon as light breaks, we're getting out of here. Well, it calmed him down for a little bit. And then it got really amped up around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And started up again. And was going even, he said it was even more intense. As soon as light broke, they're out there trying to roll up camp and stuff like that. And said a big rock, almost like a watermelon size, hit my daughter-in-law, broke her collarbone, separated her shoulder, and spun her all the way around, knocked her on the ground. And he said he just grabbed his acoustic in her and took off. And right after that happened, my daughter-in-law said she could hear like almost a gasp. Like there was ooh, I can't believe we hit her or something like that. I don't know. This is all secondhand to me, but I went and got her from the hospital and all this, and I know what happened to her. But he said when they left out of there, it was stone quiet. He left the entire camp and stuff like that. He just grabbed his acoustic guitar and her and got the heck out. And he said you wouldn't hear nothing. You didn't hear nothing. I talked to a couple people, and one of them has been doing this forever, and you know him, but he said he thinks they done it on accident, and it scared them. That's why they went quiet and acted the way they did. Because in their culture, that probably means war or something like that. So, and then me and him went and got the camp on Monday, and it was just dead quiet. Usually, I mean, from the time we shut our door, you got about a 2-mile hike in from where we park. You'll hear stuff like rock clacking and vocalizations and stuff. But like I said, we was carrying food and stuff for them, and they was getting excited because the juveniles there would come about 20, 30 yards away from you. I mean, you're not going to see them straight out in front of you, but you see them kind of popping around trees and stuff like that. But nothing, absolutely nothing. You wouldn't even know anything was in the forest. That's what happened there.
Yeah, and it's terrifying to have something thrown at you like that, especially in the dark. I know